Hello and welcome to another episode of TRSTV Talks. I'm your host, Joe Sleven. With me is Ariel Ben Abraham, and our guest today is Brandon Burns. What's going on, guys? I know, Ariel, you were pretty excited about this part. What do you have to say?
Obviously, this is Campus Cutie right here.
Oh.
Everyone knows that. We're
Of course.
next to the one, the only Campus Cutie.
Thank you, Ariel. I'm feeling the love right now. It's a nice day, though. Excited to be on the podcast.
I mean, you're a big deal. We even name dropped you on our last episode, too.
yeah, I
That
heard
is very
about
true.
that. I heard about that.
He's famous around the school, famous around the, at least the people we associate with, you know?
What can I say?
So, like, something I want to talk about today. I've been, like, especially since high school is coming to an end, like, just thinking about things I've been doing, like, in my past, and also, like, from my childhood, too, since I'm now legally an adult, and how I'm not considered a child anymore. Mentally, you can say otherwise, but still.
Well, yeah, I could definitely say otherwise.
Whoa. I can make fun of myself. But when you do it, it's friendly fire. All right, anyways.
All right, well.
So when I was thinking about, like, I'm reminiscing, I don't remember anything. Like, I forget so much, and I forgot so much of, like, my memories and, like, big things that happened in my life.
Like, what do you mean? Like when you were a
Just-
kid?
Yeah, just even in general, like even like a year ago, or like, let's say, you know how our school has the history trips, not the big, like the big,
like the history
the
club
big,
trips,
like
yeah.
Yeah,
Dominican
like-
trips and whatever, where the
Oh,
kids.
those. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those, even the bigger ones. Like, I went on one of those in 8th grade, basically the same setup,
Yeah.
and I mean, I have pictures and stuff and videos, but nowhere near as much as I should have taken. I was in 8th grade, so I guess I wasn't really thinking about that. But that was like one of the funnest trips I've been on. And I don't even remember any of it. I just remember that I had a good time. I don't remember like pictures, like anything, because I barely have any pictures of it.
Dude, I think you need to get that checked out.
No, I don't think it's like.
I mean, I have
What
made
do you
some
mean?
Google searches, like
That's not that long ago. It's not like you were a little
8th
kid.
grade.
How do you
I
not
mean,
remember that?
I
Like
remember,
a big
but
trip?
I know I remember things, but it's not like.
I feel
that
like when you say
clear.
like remember, you're like, oh, I need to like vividly remember it. Like, I mean, like there's like plenty of vacations that like I've gone on, and like I feel like I don't remember them. You know what I mean? Like even as like the same amount of time frame as you, like 8th grade. You know what I mean?
Is this like a frequent thing? Like,
I don't know. Maybe I have like some memory loss issues. Maybe I should go get. What do you need to get it for that? A CAT scan?
I think there's like a pill that they advertise like on TV, where like you can like for Alzheimer's maybe, but like
I don't think I've
for you to
Alzheimer's
take-
at the age of 18.
I don't know. You said you're very concerned about you forgetting stuff.
No, but I do think I have, like, even with school and tests and stuff, I feel like it's harder for me when I'm studying for, like, a vocabulary test, especially when we had a lot growing up through the years. Like, it takes me so much longer to memorize the words than, like, most people.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like some people just have a really keen memory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, some people are just really
have better
about
memory
it.
than others.
I don't know. But anyways, I think I need to start recording more.
Recording like
Just
more like.
start filming things. Like, also family vacation stuff. Like, me and my families used to go on many family vacations when we were younger. Like, when me and my sister were younger, but now we don't really do much. But even then, like, after we started getting from, like, once we're not, like, a toddler anymore, like, they stopped really filming stuff. And we don't even have those memories anymore. So, I don't know. I think I need to start filming things in my life more. I've came to that realization.
Just become like a what is it? The daily vlogging.
Just like Jake Paul, bro. Like Jake Paul, bro. I'm gonna start plugging my merch soon.
start plugging the TRSTV merch.
Yeah.
So what's been going on with me, and I guess it kind of involves Brandon as well, is we've come to kind of a predicament.
Big issue.
Yes. So we were talking yesterday about like prom and stuff like that, and we were talking about what we were gonna wear, and it turns out that we went to the same place, like Chasmataz near 37, got the same suit, and the only thing that differentiates it is that I'm wearing a red long tie and he's wearing a what is it, coral?
Yeah.
Like a coral bow tie.
Same dark gray suit. Exactly. We both looked at the same. Like, we talked about it. Like, after we both got our tux, and we're like, oh, we were talking about it. We figured it out. Like, we were looking at the same exact. We got the same big guy. This big, huge guy gave us the same exact tux. And I mean, it's like with girls, you know, how girls make a big deal out of that. Like, oh, we can't wear the same dress. No two dresses can be the same. But like, me and him, me and Sleven, we're pretty good boys. So we're gonna be by each other the whole time, isn't it? Would that be like weird? The same exact tux on.
Well,
you
is
know?
it like black? Like how you can't like? Is it like what type of gray is it?
It's just
Like
like
all dark
like a charcoal. You know what I mean? Like a very dark, like a dark gray.
So like, is it like a normal color to match too, or like is it noticeable?
I don't know. I feel like it might be a little.
I think
bit
it'd be a
noticeable.
little bit. We both have the same dark gray vest. We're gonna have the same vest.
I mean,
Same jacket, same pantaloon
maybe you
situation.
guys can go
going
together,
on.
ditch your dates and go together.
I mean, we're planning on sitting at the same table, but it's like it was just like such a coincidence. You know what I mean? Because like we were like trying to like describe like where we like picked out the like the mannequin and stuff like that, and we're like, was it like in front of like the mirror here, like or not the mirror, like the window? And it was just like I think it has to be like the same exact suit. You know what I mean? Like that's like the predicament I guess we're in.
I mean, do you think there's a problem with that?
No. I mean,
because I know with girls,
for
it's
girls,
like a whole different thing.
they're
Like,
crazy. They have Facebook pages and they post their dresses they're getting.
yeah, no, they have like big group chats. And all that
Yeah,
stuff.
so they don't get the same dresses and
Yeah.
stuff.
Do you already have your tux all
I have
picked
nothing.
out? Oh man, What are you
going
wearing?
to-
Ariel's wearing
two
what he
different
has
proms.
on there.
I went to 2 different proms. Yeah, I'm just gonna wear pajamas, come in some boxers.
When you finally find the onesie, right?
You're playing yourself, dude. You gotta jump on that.
I don't know. I've been lazy. It's not even lazy. Like I just don't know. I'll get around to it.
You go
Maybe.
to Chasmataz though.
Oh, are you gonna give me your card too with the $5 off or whatever? it
No,
is?
that's only for Mr. Thierry.
No, I
guys.
just like mentioned someone that was a Mr. Jerry.
I have a card. I have 2 cards.
Bring
I'm
the
pretty
card
sure.
then. There you go.
You can make a buddy of yours like
Yeah, but
$10.
Everyone in all of Tom's River goes to Chasmataz.
Well, you have I think 2 options. It's like
Yeah, it's
Men's
like-
Warehouse and Chasmataz.
Let's get a Chasmataz sponsorship.
All right, I'm gonna go to a Men's Warehouse in a different town. It's all the same.
I don't know. I didn't when I went to junior prom. I didn't really like how the suit, like the tuxedo, fit me from Men's Warehouse. You know what I mean? I feel like they kind of like didn't measure me right, and like the vest kind of like kept like coming up a little bit.
Yeah,
That
no,
seems
men's,
more
you
like a
know,
personal
the
issue.
people that work at
It's
Men's
not.
Warehouse,
I feel
some of the people that work there too. I don't know. There's some.
Are you dropping names right now? Are you trying to get people fired?
All right, hey. All right, let's get into. So recently, the Jersey Shore has come back on MTV, except they're not in New Jersey anymore. You know what I mean? They've
Vacation.
taken. Yeah, exactly. The family vacation. They've taken their little crew over to Miami, right? Isn't there?
Yep. Yeah, they're in Miami.
So basically, I want to get we live in the area where the Jersey Shore is very significant. It's a very big part of our almost like culture at this point. You know what I mean?
Literally,
You know?
right here.
We are here. I mean, we were little kids like when the show first started. You know what I mean? We were like,
They were a bit younger.
yeah, exactly. Like, you know, what do you guys feel about it now? Like, how do you think it's identified with like Tom's River or just in New Jersey in general?
Well, initially they wanted to come back to Seaside. I don't know if it was to do a whole season or it was just to do the reunion, but the town does not want them back. The town denied that because they believe it brings a bad crowd. Like, yeah, it does bring people, but it might not be the exact clientele you want visiting your town every day.
Yeah.
So they denied it. So that's why I think that's why they're going to Miami, and that's why it's going to be like family vacations, unless another boardwalk in New Jersey accepts them. But I know Seaside rejected them, and I don't think they're ever going to be accepted again.
Well, apparently, I think like 2 or 3 years back, Seaside got a new mayor, so I think that he's trying to like change the image of Seaside, which is like, going to be like I think kind of hard per se because it's like I don't know. I guess like when you have like that persona, like when you're on MTV for X amount of years and people see all like this crazy stuff happen on a reality TV show in your area, it's kind of hard to like almost like peel away.
I mean, I don't. Do you guys
that
like?
image.
You guys are probably young. Like I was, but when like the Jersey Shore first, like when it was first starting up, right? You went to like the shore, like on the boardwalk. People were going crazy when they were filming because it was like they were like celebrities. Like
That
people
was-
they were freaking.
That was like past tense. That was a few seasons. That was like 3 seasons in. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
the first like 1, 2 seasons, they were like normal people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
They actually worked, and
It's ridiculous. Yeah, but I do think it kind of gave us kind of a bad image, because people that's like most people's exposure to like us by the shore was through the show. It's called the Jersey Shore. And then they see that and they're like, oh, I mean, who lives there? Like a bunch of like greased up Guidos,
Bunch of
I forgot to get my spray tan before walking on here. I'm mad right now.
you got to pump some iron.
I mean,
you know?
I honestly though, I really enjoy watching the show.
Oh,
I've
no,
been
it's-
watching the new season. So funny.
I watched a
really
few episodes. I
enjoy
didn't.
it.
I
And the
didn't
old
watch all
episodes
of
are
them.
funny too.
I mean, yeah,
They're
it's
ridiculous. They're the
always
most ridiculous people.
it's always so funny to like watch like how like people like that behave. You know what I mean? And it's like it's almost like people watching from like the comfort of your own home.
But
You know what I
then
mean?
again, it's a reality show, so it's mostly fabricated.
Well, yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have to have like some kind of story or like conflict going on where
Like-
people can be like, whoa. You know what
I don't know if
Look
you
at
guys
it.
remember this. I don't know what season it was, but it was an older season when they were still in town. Do you remember the stalker they called her? It was a girl named the stalker.
Yeah,
that's
No,
like
I
my family
I
friend.
don't remember that one.
That was my family
Yeah.
friend, and she worked for my dad for like many years.
Really?
Yeah, she's not American. She lives in Israel, and like from that story, like I was there. Well, I wasn't personally there, but like the girl worked for my dad, and like from the stories and like from how everything really played out with all the editing they put it like in like post, it was so fabricated just to make it more entertaining, and with all that, once again, it's a reality show but on national television, so it's all fabricated to make us look in a negative light for their benefit, for MTV's benefit, for more ratings.
Well, yeah, it's just like for more views. It's like, oh, look at these. I think someone's coming to fix her. It's like, look at these like people like like that live in New Jersey and like how they act and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's like like you said, it just gives us a bad name, and it just shows like the fact that they're back on TV. I don't know. It just seems like to me like I guess like people.
Yeah.
Kind of, it seems like they ran out of ideas about like what to put on MTV. You know
I think when it first started coming out, people, at least people I knew, they were rejecting it. They're like, yeah, this is not how we are, right? Like I don't we aren't like this. But now that it's like back, I'm like, these are my people. You know? I love these.
They're not in New Jersey anymore. They're not like
oh my
near
gosh,
anywhere.
I'm eating it up.
We still got the name though.
No, I don't care. I love it.
I
really enjoy it.
don't know. I feel like
The new season, it's pretty different. Though.
Yeah, even with social media, it's spazzing out with all the memes. Even the season premiere, there was so many tweets about it online.
Yeah,
it's cool too because you see these guys, like you watch them when they were like younger, like in their early 20s, right, and they're going crazy. But now it's like most of them are married, they have children, you know. Rana got some girl pregnant. She's like coming to the house now. It's crazy.
Well, it just kind of like it shows like how they haven't really changed.
Yeah, how they haven't
they
changed,
haven't
but have
changed.
changed at the same time. Yeah.
I'll give it to them. Like some of them look pretty good. Like they don't look as ridiculous as they did back in like when the show premiered like 2007 or something like that.
Something like
Yeah,
that. We
something
were
like
like
that.
in like
It was
7th, 8th
almost 10,
grade.
it was like
Yeah,
almost 10
6th,
years
7th
ago.
grade. Yeah.
Yeah.
around there.
So like they don't look as ridiculous. They look a little bit more grown up, but like I feel like their personalities are just like so like they're just the same. They're like the same guys. You know what I mean? Like you even said like before about like how like Ronnie's girlfriend's coming because like he just can't stop cheating. Like he can never just keep it straight. You know what I mean? Like he can never keep it together. But
Oh my gosh.
you know, all right, okay. We're gonna be taking a quick break. When we return to TRSTV Talks, we're gonna be talking about what is it, Ariel? The peak of human performance.
How to reach an utmost human being. How to be the best version of yourself.
How to be the best version of yourself.
How lazy we all really are.
Yes. All right. TRSTV Talks. We'll be right back.
A heptagon is a shape with how many sides?
Seven.
Seven.
What planet is closest to the sun?
Mars? No, it's Mercury.
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 How long is one regular term for a U.S. representative?
4 years.
Okay.
Probably 4.
2 years. Right?
4.
Who was the first person to step foot on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
Yep.
No, it wasn't. It was someone else.
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin.
Neil Armstrong.
In what state is the Grand Canyon?
Oh my God. No, it's not. No, it's not.
The Grand Canyon's in Arizona. My friend lives out there.
All right.
Like Arizona. I don't know.
Nevada.
Arizona represent.
And we're back with Tom's Over Schools today, TRSTV Talks, and I want us to come back with a specific topic, if I can speak English, is an issue I've been like having an inner conflict with myself of being the best you can be, and like not wasting your potential in every aspect of life. So like in every aspect, like health, like like how you, I'm saying like a lot, but like how you're driven in life, how the way you do things, what motivates you, and how quick you are. Like, do you procrastinate a lot? Like, is your room clean? Like, in terms of depression, like a little segue. Like, I have a question. How are your rooms clean?
My room is pretty clean. I feel like my room is fairly organized. You know.
At all times, though. Like, does it get messy?
I mean, yeah. I mean, sometimes, you know, like just clothes on the floor or whatever, or on my bed or something like that.
Well, I kind of have a weird situation because I share a room with my older brother, and he keeps the room really clean. He does a good job about that. He's kind of a stickler about that. But he snores. He snores. It's so bad. And we do like a bunk bed kind of situation. I got the top bunk. And if I were to like sit up completely, my head hits the ceiling. So I just opted to sleep in the living room. I just sleep on the couch. And I keep the couch area pretty tidy, I like to think.
But like your general living space.
Yeah, no, it's pretty clean, I like to think, you know? Like, we just got a new dog.
What's the dog's name?
It's Chip.
Chip.
Dog
Hey.
needs so we gotta clean it up.
But the moral of the story is, like, with that, like, especially with your car, like, if you're eating in your car, do you leave the food in your car, or do you take it right away? Or do you have something in your room, like some garbage in your room? Do you get rid of it right away, or does it stay there? They all say that's like signs of depression.
Okay.
They say those are minor signs of some depression, in a way.
I mean, Brandon knows this, but I'm very big on keeping my car clean. Like, I have to go get it like cleaned like every weekend at least. You know what I mean? I don't like any like. I don't really like people like even like eating in my car. Like, I just think it's like the crumbs and stuff like that. I'm kind of like a neat freak about that. I mean, like, my room's a little bit more laxed, but like that is something that I feel like that I take pride in, is at least like the cleanliness of the living space, I guess you could say.
For me, I'm a clean person, but like there's times where it gets pretty messy, where like essentially there could be a week or so where my room is just filthy. There's just clothes piled on top of clothes, water bottles everywhere. And when I look at those type of weeks, it's usually because I'm either stressed out about something and I'm being more lazy than usual. So especially with growing up and graduating high school, becoming 18, and about to go off on your own technically.
Yeah.
I try to look at myself saying, how can I improve upon myself and things I do, like going to the gym, like just being conscious of what you eat. Like, when was the last time you guys been in the gym?
Last week, my friend Dylan Ramos dragged me to the gym. But before that, I had not been in the gym in a while.
See, that's a flaw.
That is. I'll be the first one to say it.
That's like being a big follower. Like someone like Will Smith, if you follow his Instagram account, this fool uploads daily videos on his YouTube channel. He posts motivational speaking videos on his Instagram. He's an incredible actor. He even was a rapper at one point. He's done literally everything, and yet he's still keeping up with his health. You could see that if you stroll through his Instagram, and he still does great things. Like, when you have big people like that, like also The Rock, those are like an utmost human being. Those are like the most ideal human you can get to. And I feel like, especially, maybe it's because of the town we live in, I feel like the majority of us are like lazy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, lazy. I feel like every generation has lazy people. You know what I mean? I don't think it's just like us. But I mean, like, to you, that is the utmost. That is the peak of a human being. You can you're just doing so much. You know what I mean? You're like acting. You're in music. You're making videos for people to be motivated about. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, I feel like that since human beings have we have free choice and stuff like that, we can do whatever we want. If you just choose to be lazy, or if you just choose to procrastinate, then to me that's just the best you can do.
Do you think that's a lack of motivation?
I think that, yeah, obviously, but
yeah,
like
definitely.
I think everyone tries to be the best they can be, but some people just that's what they decide to do.
But isn't motivation like a day-to-day thing though?
Yeah, I mean, I guess getting out of bed every day.
That's motivation. I feel like motivation is like temporary. Like, motivation is nonsense in a way. Like, let's say you made a goal for yourself to go to the gym for 30 days. Like, for the first week, you're gonna go, right? Then after that first week, that motivation is gonna fade away. I think it's more of like a mindset, in a way.
Like, 100%.
Like, motivation is like false hope. Like, it's the same thing with like New Year's resolutions. You
Well, yeah.
start off strong because you're motivated. It's a new
Yeah.
year. You're ready. It's a fresh start. But as soon as a month goes by, not even, you're already falling off. I think motivation is temporary.
Well, some people, like the most successful people, like you said, like Will Smith, The Rock, and stuff like that, they have like this endless amount of motivation. They just keep going and climbing and stuff like that and trying to better themselves. You know what I mean? Like you take The Rock, he was just, he was a guy who was, maybe not taken so seriously as like a wrestler.
He was a wrestler.
You know what I mean? Like in WWE, and he was kind of just like this clown. And then now I think he's at least like top 5 highest paid actors in the world right now, something like that, or he might be even number 1. But still, like he rose from something that a lot of people think is like a joke, like professional wrestling in WWE, and he rose to being in AAA movies and stuff like that, and being known around the world. You know what I mean? So like if that's like if motivation is that powerful, then it's just depending on who you are.
Yeah, but motivation won't take you there that long.
That's true. Brandon, what do you think about all this? I feel like you've been kind of like a little silent.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like everyone has those. Everyone has those days where you're like you're not feeling yourself. You're not feeling good. You can't be bothered with doing like work or like going to the gym or anything. But that's just something. I mean, we all experience that. I mean, I feel like you're bringing up like these really like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I mean, he's like. He needs to stay at the top of his game. If he's gonna stay at the top, he's gotta stay at the top. But that's his motivation.
But he got there. Like he was just you at one point. He
I
was
don't know.
Campus Cutie at one point.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, we're teenagers. I
So
feel
it's
like
more
that's
of a
just
mindset
natural.
type of thing. But it's all building blocks. It starts from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta plant the seed now. You gotta change yourself now.
What are you going to do to better motivate yourself?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It's more of a day-to-day combat with my inner self. Just constantly changing.
I know. Working with
is.
Ariel, there's a lot of motivation problems.
What do you mean?
No,
I get stuff done.
No, I'm only
I
busting
get stuff
chops.
done sometimes.
Yeah,
Occasionally.
when you feel like it,
That happens. I mean, I got a pretty logo on the screen now.
No, that's good. It's a good job.
no, I really
It kind of
really
blacked out there for a minute before, but it's working. It's
I
doing
didn't do
its
it.
thing.
I didn't see it. It's behind me.
All right, let's try a random topic now, because it's been a little bit. We went to break. Ariel, do you want to choose?
Nah, you can choose. I'll let you choose.
All
Mix
right.
it up. Mix it up first.
I am.
That was a weak mix.
All right, this is better.
That's okay. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Is this one good? This one's handwritten, it looks like. Is there one thing you really want to learn from high school, and what is it? I mean, like, for us, high school's kind of...
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's a little over. I mean, like, if
Coming
there's...
to a close.
Yeah, if there's one thing that I feel like that I did learn from high school, like, that would, at least in my opinion, like, help me in the real world, and this is, I guess, could be said for everybody, is like social interactions. You know what I mean? Kind of like figuring out like how to like read people in kind of a way, or kind of figure out how to like maneuver in a social space. You know what I mean? That's like at least like what I've learned, not what I want to learn. You know what I mean?
What do you want to learn?
I don't know. More about I don't know. I mean, anything interesting, I guess.
Compared to what now? What would you rather replace?
Well, and maybe instead of pre-calc, I can learn about like current events, or not current events, but like something I guess just more interesting. You know what I mean?
More useful? Is that the word you're looking for?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't
And
think.
more practical?
Yeah, something like maybe like I don't know, like cooking. Like I can I can learn to
I would take
cook
a cooking class.
because instead of learning how to do trig.
Yeah, but they
I
got
think-
vote for that if you really want to do cooking. But that's kind of like
That's
you're
like
putting,
if-
all, you're
that's
putting all
like-
your eggs in one basket, though. That
Hey,
keeps
good
you
pun.
picky.
I'm gonna. I don't really want to be like a chef. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that as a profession.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I get what he means though. Like, I think the most important thing that you can take from high school is showing up every day, like being held accountable for certain things. You know, if you don't
Yeah.
show up, you're gonna get ISS. If you cut classes, you're gonna get this, and that.
Yeah.
And you have to pass your classes, or else you're not gonna graduate. And by far the biggest thing is the social interaction. Try to
Oh yeah,
prepare
no,
you.
no,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, no, yeah. High school definitely gives you that responsibility, gives you that work ethic. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you learn a lot about yourself, about the people you interact with. You know,
Yeah.
you meet a lot of people, right?
And I think obviously the curriculum is like very controversial on people's opinions if it's good or bad, but
What, like what they teach in high school?
yeah. But for the most part,
I mean, for the most part, it's like just like I mean, I think it's important to, like, for certain classes like English, I think it's really important to analyze different types of speech, if you know what I mean, like compared to like how we speak now versus when we spoke before, you know what I mean? But I mean, like I said, I don't know. I'm not a particularly big math person, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, I feel that.
I do agree that like the structure of high school, like you showing up every day on time, you like being here, the grading on how well you perform and things like that is just, it's a good way to prepare you for the real world.
Regardless, there's nothing greater than being a Raider.
It's facts.
Yeah.
Or that.
Nothing
to
greater.
Cut to another break. We'll be right back.
Hello and welcome back to TRSTV Talks. Once again, I'm with Brandon and Ariel, and now we're going to get into our Would You Rather subject. All right, so.
My favorite part.
Yes, very interesting.
Ooh,
I think
I
this
like
is it, right?
Yeah, let's.
I don't want to look at anything, but here we go.
Let's go. I'm excited.
Yeah, you just give that to me. Here, let me hold this.
Would you rather go through life unable to ask any questions or unable to answer any questions?
Well, I think
That one's a bit confusing.
I'd rather not be able to answer any questions, because then no one can bother me for the answer. You know what I mean? Because then I never not know, but then I'm never like, oh, I have the pressure to know, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I feel like asking is, you'll get more knowledge that way.
No, I'm choosing the asking.
choosing-
I'm choosing asking. I don't.
I think that's a better option.
I think the other one. I'm gonna go with the other one.
Unable to?
Because then, yeah, not me. So you could only answer questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
I feel that.
I would know everything.
No, you just. I think it's just what you know now.
No, I would go out of my way to just know everything, and then people would like come to me and ask me any question. I would know it.
Brandon, here's the anomaly though.
But I wouldn't ask any questions.
Here's the problem. So, well, and then how would you find out? You know what I mean? You're like, oh, I got
Because I would go on my own. It would be like my own.
Oh,
like,
you just like go to the
brain
library.
quest. Yeah, I was
just
just
hit-
sitting there. You'd see me.
You'd just be doing a bunch of Google searches
And if you
in private.
if you had a question, you just come up to me.
Yeah, if you need help with homework,
You'd be
just
like,
walk up to
hey,
Brandon.
Brandon.
That's not bad. All right.
Brandon, it's your turn.
Okay, let me get a good one right now. Oh boy. Here, hold that stuff.
Thank you.
Would you rather live without the internet or live without AC and heating?
Live without AC or heating.
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
I think that I could adapt. There's fans.
Without the AC
There's
or
fireplaces.
In life, you
It's-
gotta make
I don't know,
sacrifices.
man. Like at night, I get really sweaty. I'm sitting there because I mentioned I sleep on the couch. It's like a leather couch, so I'll be sitting there and then I'll get all sticky
It
and I'll be
sticks
like,
to your
"Oh."
back.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. And then with no AC, that's tough. I don't really like my phone. I don't use my phone that much.
You should see.
My
Brandon's
phone,
phone.
my
Brandon's
phone
phone
goes
looks
through
like he
some
got
stuff.
hit by a truck.
Yeah, no, I don't know. AC and heat. I don't know. You guys can have fun without the AC. And
Yeah,
heat.
in life, you have to make sacrifices.
Yeah.
AC and heat out the window. I don't care.
Damn, you're a fool. Why do you need internet? Why do you need the internet? You gotta go on YouTube. You gotta watch the Logan Paul.
I gotta upload a
Exactly.
podcast on something, Brandon. I'll have you know.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
have
I
fun
mean,
being hot.
I don't know. I can live with. I mean, like, I guess should we like cross out like any kind of like cooling method for
Any
heat?
cool? What you can't? You
can't have a
can
fan?
never be cool again.
No, I'm saying like a fan. You know what I
So
mean?
you're
Like,
constantly
I don't
sweating.
know. That seems a little harsh.
because like if there's a loophole, which with like the AC and the heat, like you have, like I said, you have other options with how to keep your house warm or cold.
That's definitely the inoptimal way. Just having a bunch of fans everywhere.
Yeah, bro. It's all good.
You probably save money on that too.
Probably not. I think the electric would be really expensive.
Well,
I
Brandon,
don't know.
have fun staring at your walls, but being cool because I'm gonna be on the internet.
He's got cable. It's all right. All right, let's get another one of these. All right, this one's another handwritten one. Would you rather be the best player on a horrible team or the worst player on a great team?
So easy.
I mean, probably.
The best player,
The
baby.
best player.
The best player.
You know what I mean?
Doesn't matter. You're the
LeBron
best player. Who cares? You're the best player. Who's gonna, what's
Yeah.
gonna give you anything?
Yeah, it's true. It's not.
Like
It's
my
not
team sucks, but look at me. I'm
LeBron
flexing on
James.
them.
yeah, exactly. You're having a good time out
Yeah,
there.
it doesn't matter. I don't
You know.
Are you losing every game?
I think you would have to be losing every game because if you're playing a team sport, and like your team is trash, but you're the only one that's good, You know what I mean?
Are we talking about like LeBron level?
We talk about LeBron too much on this.
Are we talking about LeBron level good?
I mean, okay, yeah, I guess LeBron level.
Because
good.
LeBron's doing it all by himself. He got to the Eastern Conference Finals all by himself.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you could have. It has happened where it's like one player has the whole team.
Yeah,
You know what
but
I mean?
I'd rather be LeBron James than be on the
be the best
Warriors
player.
and be a bench player. I mean,
best
like an
option.
unknown bench player.
Yeah, who cares?
yeah.
If you're, if no one
Yeah.
knows, like, and you're just sitting there.
I want to be
everyone
called
else-
king.
Yeah, no.
Well, what if it's like
King
the options
James.
where it's not like you're because like a LeBron has to be like arguably like the best basketball player in the game. So like, what if you're like not
Basketball player of all time.
okay, whatever. But like you're just like the best player on that team specifically, not in like the whole game itself. You know what I mean? You're just like the best on their team, but your team is still really bad. So you in turn could be really bad.
Well, you're still the best. You're still the best, though.
But on the team, you know what I mean?
It
On the
doesn't matter.
team.
You're still the best on the team. You're still
If-
flexing on them.
If I got the MVP trophy, that's all I care
That's
about.
like
Most
the-
valuable
that's
player.
like the,
Catch me
That's
outside.
like the guinea. That's like the guinea pig among hamsters. Hamsters are like this, and guinea pigs are like this. But you're still like, if you're the
This
guinea
is
pig,
such
you're
a
living.
that's such a weird analogy.
It's true. That's what you'd be.
All right, but look at it this way as well. You can also be like the worst player. Like say you're like on like the
Bro,
Patriots.
no one cares.
No, but no one cares. But you're still
If
getting.
I
You're
don't-
still getting a ring. Like, say your team wins like the Super Bowl. You're still getting a ring. They're like, here you go, bench warmer. Like, it's like,
I mean, if that's how you got, I wouldn't want to be
you still
like
have
that.
one. You're still a champ.
Like
You're,
the water boy.
you're the guy who dumps the Gatorade on the coach at the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I don't know.
That
I
MVP
think
trophy.
you guys still stick with the idea of just being
Yeah, I
the
think I'd
MVP.
like
Give me the
to be
MVP trophy, man.
just
I
the
want
best
that.
on the
Hang
worst
it on my
team.
wall.
You gotta be the best on the worst team.
Yeah, I don't care. I'd flex on all those guys.
Put it in my Twitter bio. MVP.
You're still the best. You guys still coming. You guys never make the playoffs
I'm
every
dead
year.
last. I don't care. I'm the best player. On the team. At least,
At least I did my
at least you get
best.
to play. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. You're not riding the bench at the worst team. You know.
That'd be really embarrassing.
You're like, what are you doing
Be
there?
that guy.
Oh man.
Well, I guess
right.
that's it.
Okay, that
That
brings.
was a pretty good conversation, I think.
Yeah, I enjoyed myself. What do you think, Brandon?
That's
First
fun.
time.
Thank you guys for having me on. I really enjoyed the podcast.
It's an honor, Campus
is.
Cutie.
It was
An
fun.
honor.
He's famous on our 2 episodes of the show so far. But
Exactly.
thank you all for watching TRSTV Talks. If you guys are interested in having a subject that you're read on the show or talked about on the show, you can at us at TRSTV on Twitter and on our Instagram at TRSTV. Thank you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and have a good one.